Hello everyone, welcome back to Neuroloxia, and today I'll be teaching you 5 ways not to do scams in Roblox. Starting off with number 1. Do not share personal information, like basically passwords, usernames, or anything like that. Basically, pretty much the majority of the player base has been scammed or hacked or any of those. So we're going to be preventing that. So usually people might say, hey, put in your username, password for a free sword. Don't do that. That is a total scam. And there's also cookies, which cookies can get you scammed as well. Cookies, basically how they work are, cookies, if you go to your /inspect, there's a big URL that basically, you probably think the cookies are the ones you can eat. No, those aren't cookies. Cookies basically will allow you, if someone pastes in that URL, they can log in as you, play as you, do anything as the administrator of your account. So it's kind of like taking access. All this stuff to do in this video are illegal. Like, everything that people do in this video are illegal and can get you banned. So, do not attempt anything that I'm saying. Second, there's a such thing called trading scams. Trading scams basically mean that someone's trying to trade. Basically, if you go to trades, you go here, you can basically see this person's inventory, right? If you trade with this person, they'll accept, right? Let's say he said a whole bunch of stuff that I'd say, hey, I'll put him in one of my tools. I have a whole bunch of those. I'm gonna say, do not quit this guy. This is a fair trade. Like, okay. Let's say this guy is trying to scam and saying, hey, well, do not, like, I basically trust trades or pick a door. Pick a door is mostly in Adopt.me, but trust trades can be in almost every game. It mostly happens if you trust someone. They might say, hey, can we trust trade? I'll give you that sword back, and they'll just take it. Or they might say, hey, let me use this sword for a few minutes. It's my dream sword. They're never gonna give it back. But there is always a chance of them always giving them back, but it's very rare. Usually if you do that, most likely your sword is gone. If you have your sword, their sword, must make sure that it's equal value. But number 2, how do we prevent? Number 3, how do we prevent this from all happening? Well, simple. The first one, you prevent it from basically not passwords in chat, usernames in chat. Do not share URLs in /inspect, which if you click on your keyboard, do not do that. Another way is going to trades, going here to settings. Usually, scammers would aim for rich people with lots of swords or lots of pets and games. Rich people have lots of value. Most likely, if a game has to see everyone's inventory, basically they'll be able to see your inventory like this. I could see this player's inventory, but they could find someone with like the Nubial Blasters or someone super rich, and they have their trades accepted. Turn off your trades, either turn them to rent or none. The best way is probably also not to keep your inventory on, or that players will also be able to see your swords, and then if you have good stuff, they're gonna target you, as you'll be targeted. But we can prevent all this from basically disabling. Let's see if this disables. Push enable show warnings for trades. So show warnings on trades. And then there's also trade pin. You can set a pin whenever you trade, make sure it's all fair, and stuff like that, which would be a good way to prevent it. But what do we do about other games? Some games you just instantly accept. Those games, you can't do much about those games since there's no security settings. But what you can do is you can just try not to fall for those scams, because there are scams that have been exposed around. Some scams are on YouTube. If you look up like scams and stuff, you might be able to find scams, which can also prevent you from getting scammed. Basically, do not push on links that they don't know. Like another scam that has been very common, they'll say, hey, I'll give you this rare sword if you subscribe to my channel. What do you think is going to happen? If you subscribe, they're going to make you push on a link in their bio, which is straight up either going to give you a virus, malware, or hack you. That is one of the big things that happens. Like, someone came up to me once, I was doing a trading booth, selling some things, saying, hey, sorry guys, basically, one of my friends was calling me and complaining, so, we don't talk about that. Anyways, another way to prevent it is by setting a pin, which a pin, basically, whenever you trade someone, it would basically do that. There's another thing called the no-link scam. That's what we're on, where basically if you click on a link, basically they'll come up to you and try to get you to subscribe to a channel with a link, and then you push that link and you'll get malware. Or there's another scam that can hack your account, which you should be very aware of. This will be another thing that number 4. We're on number 5, called trading alert. Not trading alert, but like an alert scam. If you go to that website, another way is they might say to install something, like say, hey, your computer has been hacked or compromised by these apps, or something by if you disable it. If you go there, like if you go to if you go on it, the best way is just to X out of the tab, and you will not get hacked unless if you commit to installing it. Like it might say install this, or for your computer to activate an antivirus. That is not true. If it was ever gonna say that and you are really worried about that, contact someone or security or someone that would know about computers, or someone that would, if it says your bank been compromised, best idea is just to avoid it completely. Contact your bank if you are that concerned about it. If you're super concerned. But I think those are 5 tips. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. How am I on top of that? But anyways, bye everybody!